Good morning, Preppin' Mama here. I thought I'd take you along on a bit of my day. It's Saturday and my kids don't even call it Saturday. They call it work day. And you can probably guess why. We've got a bunch of projects going on. That little area there with the new cover is where our worm bins are gonna go. That's something that we're working on. And then I've got another son. That's one son's project. That's the 12-year-old's project. I've got another son working on log splitting. We took down some trees last week, so we're trying to do cleanup there, split the logs, and get them stacked so they can be seasoned. So that's what we're doing today. And then I've got another son has left the lawn half mowed. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, I'm on my way home. I took my son to the store. I did my grocery shopping for hopefully the whole week. Knowing my kids, the milk will be gone in 24 hours or so. So I'm headed home. We're going to unload. We're going to eat lunch. And then I have some work to do in my pantry and in my freezer room to get things organized. So that's what I'm going to work on today. My older son, like I said, he's working on log splitting. My 12-year-old is doing some landscape cleanup. I'm not really sure what my other kids are up to today, but we're trying to get our vermiculture business off the ground. So I don't know if my husband's working on that today with my 12-year-old or what's going on, but we'll see after lunch. We'll see what the deal is. But basically, Saturday's work day. My kids call it work day. They wake up and they say, "Is this work day?" It's hardly ever called Saturday at our house. We homeschool during the week, so I don't get any extra work done during the week because educating my kids is my focus. So a lot of stuff gets done on Saturdays. Probably we push too much to Saturday, but that's just the way it is right now in this season of life. When sports season starts, when baseball season starts, it's going to get interesting. All right, so the lawn got finished when I was gone. I don't know what the holdup was on that. We put in a little hoop thing there. It ended up being too tall, and we haven't decided if we're going to cut it shorter or what. So these are my raised beds. They're looking pretty bad right now. At the end, I don't know if this happens to you, but at the end of the season, I kind of just, I'm done. So I do as much cleanup as I can, and then I'm done. So I leave stuff. So this is all my old basil right there. Needs to come out. Got miner's lettuce coming up everywhere. That's the sign of spring right there. It's all in that bed over there. This is a strawberry bed. And I'm seriously, it's not been well kept. I'm actually wanting more room for veg, so I think I'm going to pull it out. If I have some strong plants, I'm going to go ahead and put them in a pot. But I think I'm going to cultivate this for veg this year. We're hoping to add some more raised beds, but you know what? That kind of stuff happens slowly around here, so I'm not going to count on that happening. I'm going to go ahead and use all three of these, and then over there where that black plastic is, that's where I put the rest of my garden for now. We're still working on expanding our property, but so far that hasn't happened, and it's not looking good right now, so I'll keep you updated on that. The noise in the background is traffic and the log splitter working. Okay, so I won't be winning any awards for food photography with this one, but this is my bone broth that I put in before I left the house. And it's onions, celery, carrots, cilantro, and beef soup bones with filtered water. And I put that in the Instant Pot for 60 minutes. And then it's ready to go. And instead of using up a bunch of jars or bags for the broth, I'm freezing them in these silicone muffin containers. And these are going to be a great size for me to pop out, put in a plastic bag, a freezer bag, and then just pull out what I need for sauce bases or for the bone broth that I need to drink or whatever. So this is really handy, and they slip right out of these. In fact, I think I need a couple more of these. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm filling this up, and then I'm going to take these to the freezer room. My son using a log splitter. Excuse our mess. We do not have a garage, and it makes a huge difference, I tell you. Missing that garage. So he's filling up that basket with wood. Actually, he filled up the first one. Now he's filling up the second one. And then he's going to end up kiln drying that right there in the basket. So that's his project today. Okay, I decided to go ahead and oil my cast iron Dutch oven, so I'm going to do that while I go upstairs and do some other weekly chores. Here's a view of the garden from up on the second story deck. And looks like the teenager got both baskets filled. He is loving this new log splitter. It is a wolfridgemanufacturing.com. If I know my husband, he did a lot of research before buying this, and this thing cuts the wood like butter. Okay everyone, well, my first day in the life ended a little abruptly, mostly because I got caught up with laundry and dishes and cooking, which is the story of my life. And then that night, a bunch of my people started getting sick, and my 10-year-old ended up violently ill. And so I ended up using that bone broth that I made, several cubes of it. My husband also got sick, so we actually were able to pull some of that right out of the freezer and use it. So that's why we do these things, right? So we have them for when we need them. So anyway, that was my weekend. I spent the rest of the weekend taking care of sick people, and then Monday my husband was home, so I ended up reorganizing my linen closet because he still wasn't feeling good, but he was old enough to keep an eye on the kids, so I could do that. So anyway, all in all, kind of a weird weekend and a weird start to the week, but that was my day in the life for a work day, and basically the day in my life every day is dishes and laundry. But thanks for joining me for the part that I was able to film, and I've got another one coming up here soon, so stay tuned and hit the subscribe button. Thanks for joining me today.